Today I'm going to talk to you guys about two great scientists and mathematicians, Galileo and Isaac Newton. How many of you love to watch and play football? My name is Tommy Langley, and I'm currently a kicker and punter from Modesto Junior College who's accepting a scholarship to go play at Montana State University in Northern. Football has so much math in it that a lot of people don't understand and or see. From the angles that you kick the ball to start off a game to the last second field goal that you have to go in there and kick to win the game. Who would have thought that Newton's and Galileo's mathematic findings would ever be compared or used within the sport of football?
A lot of people don't understand about kickers. It's a pretty high stress position. It's also one of the most important positions on the field. A lot of people don't think about it that way, but it comes down to 2 seconds left, down by 2, gotta go kick a 45-yard field goal. So me personally, I like to simulate game situations. So let's just say we're here on the 45 or on the 35, so we make a 45-yard field goal. I'm going to simulate a game situation, so I'm going to run in and kick the game winner. We're down by 2, about 3 seconds left on the clock. So let's put it through.
Findings with projectile motion and Isaac Newton's law of motion has a huge impact on a kicker's day-to-day routine and workout. The most glorified kick a kicker could do is a field goal. That's what puts points up on the board.
As you can see right here, it's angled on the left-hand side. That means I need to kick more to the right to put it through. If you kick straight on, you're gonna miss. It's gonna perfectly straight, and it's not gonna hit your target, which is over there.
Field goal takes a lot of consistency and practice. You want to make sure you hit the right angles on the ball to get the right projectile motion moving forward and enough velocity to put it through the uprights to score. After every touchdown, you restart the game by a kickoff. There are different types of kickoffs. The two I'm going to show you today are the deep kickoff, where you kick as far as you can, try to get as much hang time and velocity on the ball and projectile motion on the ball, and the onside kick, where you have to work to get the ball to get a good bounce and try to make it to where your team.
We're going to talk a little bit about kickoffs. It's pretty much the same thing as a field goal, just from you have a longer run up. You take as many steps as you want for the run up to get the most velocity on the ball to send it going. You see here how the ball set up. You see it's slightly angled towards the right, and I'm going to try to hit the ball right here with my foot angled like this. So send the ball going. When the ball set up, so you're going to kick that way. Right here is the sweet spot. This is where you want to make the solid contact on the ball. You want to hit it with right here, this part of your foot, right in between the ankle and the middle of your foot. That's the hardest part of your foot when you kick. So that's the angle you want to make, and you want to make it to where it matches. So when your foot comes across it, it's here. So it hits the sweet spot and it compresses the ball and sends it going. Like I said, you want to get your foot, it's kind of like a field goal. You want the back of your heel at least even with the ball, if not past it. Get as much velocity as you can through the ball and send it going. Me personally, I go 12 steps back, 10 over. Everyone's different. It all depends on them. There's another type of kickoff. what a lot of people don't know, after the ball travels 10 yards, the ball is live, any team can recover it. This is usually used either as a sneaky onside to catch the other team off guard, try to get a steal possession, and or obvious onside, you're down, you have only a few minutes left, try to do an onside kick, recover it. These kicks are a very low percentage are completed in the NFL every year, and I'm going to demonstrate a few. There's a few different types. There's a double bounce where it hits the ground once, has a little medium height bounce, and hits the ground and pops up. And there's a single bounce where it hits the ground once and pops up as high as you can get it, and the ball has to travel 10 yards. And your team's going to try to recover. Now I'm going to do an obvious onside to the left, and after that I'm going to show you guys a sneaky onside where I line up player, I'm going to kick it deep, and I just hook it to the left and try to get a possession out of it. That was a single bounce. I hit the ball, hit the ground once and traveled to 10 yards. Hopefully my team would be able to recover that, or their guys would be able to bobble the ball, and our team would be able to go and hit them and try to get the ball back. Now I'm going to demonstrate a sneaky onside, which I'm going to line up, I'm going to kick it deep, hook it to the left. Usually we run in the middle of the game, just random times throughout the game, and we try to get possession out of it. When you kick it onside, you want to hit the top third of the ball. If you want to try to pop it up once, just hit the ground and pop it up. You want to try to hit like right around here with the middle of your foot coming down on the ball to make it get that big bounce. If you're trying to do the double bounce, you want to try to hit it about 2 or 3 inches lower than you would if you're trying to do the single bounce. So right around here to have it hit, roll a little bit, and hit the ground and bounce back up. And that's an onside.
If your team's unable to get a first down and or get in field goal range, we have to do what we call a punt. And this is a ball where you catch it and you hold it up here and you kick it out of your hand and try to get as much distance and velocity on the ball and projectile motion to give your team enough time to get downfield and make the tackle on the punt returner, and or get the ball out of bounds at a certain angle to try to pin them in towards the
You still want to match the ball on your foot. Right here for punting is a sweet spot. You want to hit it on the outside of your foot. So when you make contact, your foot's going to be locked out, knees up here, and you're just going to bring it up and finish the kick up. The ball's going to match right here, so that's what's going to send it into the spiral. It's really important to have the same exact drop every time. Me personally, I hold the ball right here, and like kind of like a cup position. I put the ball right there, and so when I drop it, nose goes down, and so I can match the ball onto my foot right there to send it into the spiral. Here's a few examples of how to punt. We're talking a little bit about a rugby punt. A lot of people probably wonder what is a rugby punt. Standard punt is straight on. Rugby punt, you might see it a lot during college, not so much in the pros. You'll see the punter will catch the ball, roll out to whatever foot he is, and drop the ball like this and kind of side swipe it. And they kind of want the ball to go end over end about, I'll say about 35 yards and hit the ground and have an extra roll.
Galileo had so many different experiments that he had to do to figure out the projectile motion of anything. What I didn't realize when I was doing this project is that I end up using his theories and his concepts every single day when I go out to kick a football.